Yo boys, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing Assassination Rogue. I'm pretty sure this video we ended up going 5-1, and I ended up queuing at about 7 a.m. And funny thing is, the first game I went 3-3. I had a lockdown, died in the opener 6 times. Now the only problem with queuing this early in the morning is you get this problem coming up right here in a second. Now, this is the problem. You get fast queues, though. I'm telling you, these are like 7 to 8 minute queues. And this one was actually an instant queue, even if it's at this rating. So, if you do bad, you're gonna get absolutely folded. So, like here, there's literally nobody my rating. You literally have a 1900, you have a 2K. These guys are all below 2100, and I'm sitting here at 2190. Now, if you do good, so let's say you go 5-1, you're gonna gain about 50 rating. However, if you go 2-4, um, you're gonna be mad. I'm not gonna lie. And there's one thing I've been doing that I just noticed. With your Kingsbane, you need to have full bleeds up. The only reason Kingsbane does any other, like, the reason you do damage is you want to basically get your bleeds up and then you want a Kingsbane. And I kept opening like a sub rogue some of these times because, like, you know, a lot of times, once you get CC, Assassination Rogue is just all about bleed damage and CC. Like, it revolves nothing. It revolves around Kingsbane, and if you have your bleeds. If you just Kingsbane without any bleeds, you're not gonna do any damage. So here in the opener, actually, this Boomy ends up fake casting me a lot. Actually, a lot of these games, I'm not gonna lie, I'm too lazy to hold my kick unless I'm facing somebody that I know, is an actual solid player. Usually, if I notice their name, I'll actually try. Otherwise, like in this situation, I kind of lose no matter what. If I do good, unless I do really, really good, it's kind of irrelevant. My DK absolutely slaughterhoused him with my Kingsbane and everything, and we just dumpster dive him. Unfortunately, um, Assassination Rogue's getting nerfed by 15% on their Kingsbane, I'm pretty sure, which is really the only thing that makes Assassination viable. Now, I'm pretty sure we'll just switch to another build. There's no point of running Kingsbane after the nerf, obviously, or there's no way there is. I mean, 15% nerf on one ability? Yeah, no, that's no way it's going to be viable. It's probably going to do like 90k. I mean, 15% is ridiculous, but and I thought they would have nerfed DK and stuff like that. And like boomies are insane. Obviously, this boomie is not really good, not throwing any shots. But there's only like one round or maybe like 2 rounds where he actually done any damage. Otherwise, he literally just forgot how to click his 1-2-3 ability. And I'm not gonna lie, I was fuming today because I ended up getting a 0 CR healer, and I was like, bro, I, I go 4-2, and I gain 20 points, but then I go 2-4 because I get some 0 CR healer, and I end up losing, you know, a lot. And I've had the same issue on everything. I end up smoke bombing them. A lot of times you don't even need a kidney when you smoke bomb, especially when you're facing like a fist weaver. This is basically with facing a mistweaver, it means right off the bat that your blind's kind of irrelevant, your CC is kind of irrelevant, because no matter what, it's just gonna break. Now I think I do get a blind in here, and it somehow doesn't break. It's the first. I don't know how it didn't break. Like with all the AOE, I end up just I kick him in the mouth. So whatevs. This guy is annoying too. He keeps trying to fake cast. That's the problem with boomies. Is I did the same thing on my boomie. They just keep trying to fake cast and they forget to do. They have to do damage to win. So they end up just sitting there fake casting and they literally will not do damage. And that's just a big problem. I think right now I'm eligible for rank 1, but obviously it's gonna go higher up. As long as I'm able to queue, I think it's pretty solid. I might just start pushing, earlier in the morning. If I can get queues at least, because no matter what, I'm going to get placed with people that are just super low. I can't queue prime time. I literally, I'm working unless I'm not working, and I want to be able to push when I want to and not be forced to do it. Oh, well, you get to push 2 times a week, and then that's the only time you get a queue prime time. And that's if you get good queues and if you don't get, griefed or something like that. It's like there's too much stuff to where it's like I might as well just queue it up, and it doesn't really depend on my skill level or how good I play. It all depends on if I have a PvE with me and we just pump. So here, a lot of these times, I just end up just missing the kicks. But as you can see, when you get the Kingsbane off like I just did, it does unhealable damage. You have to do it good though. Get all your bleeds up beforehand, and then you want a Kingsbane. So it's gonna take you a good minute to get your bleeds up and then use it, but you'll do damage. And that's the thing I wasn't doing before. Like I do it every other go, but my opener would always be like a sub rogue, and I'm gonna be playing some sub rogue before it gets nerfed. I'll probably queue a few rounds tonight, depending on how fast the queues are. Now, I don't know yet. My MMR is probably insanely high. It's probably like 2200 on my sub, even though I'm 0 CR. But I might as well just check it out. I know somebody in the comments or something, or I think Michael in my Discord, he wanted me to play some sub. I think it was 0 to 24 hundo. Obviously, I'm not current best in slot, but I have decent gear. I only have like one crafted piece though and all that good stuff. And, overall, Rogue has been pretty decent. Now, I'm not gonna say, like, if I had full gear, Outlaw would be a lot more fun, but like I actually just got completely trolled in my Outlaw. I ended up, I don't know if I lost rating. I didn't lose anything actually. But the thing is, on my Rogue is you don't play a certain, it's for some reason Blizzard still has a thing in where if you played last season, what happens is it benefits you for the next season. So if I played Sub Rogue to 2400 last season, so this season I'm gonna automatically start at 2200 plus. But if I haven't played Outlaw last season at all, and I play Outlaw this season, I start at 0. I'm fresh. My MMR is irrelevant. I start at basically like I'm a new player that's never played the game. That's what happened on my Glock Rogue. And that's a huge problem, obviously, because if I go 4-2 or 5-1, I'm only gaining 30 points. And then when I lose, I'm losing double that points. And that's what happened. That's what happened a lot with a lot of people last season, and that's how they weren't even able to push 2100. And it's obviously been a big problem, but Blizzard hasn't addressed it because obviously, they're incompetent. You can't really. It is what it is. That's why I didn't really push. I only push when I enjoy it. Obviously, Rogue's pretty good right now, so it's pretty fun to play. I don't feel like I'm forced to play a garbage spec. I'm able to just PvE like everyone else. I don't have to try too hard, and if I win, great. If I lose, it is what it is. I am gonna go for rank 1 this season. I don't know how long I'm gonna go for it though. Obviously, if I feel forced to play the spec that's garbage, then I'm not gonna do it. Like I don't have enough time period to like just sit there in queues all day and just spam queue. It's just like this is not fun to me. I'd rather just do it for content, and if I can get queues, great. Obviously, I think I'm gonna start pushing at around earlier times like 5 a.m. instead of just doing it at like you know 1 to 5 a.m. I'll do it from 5 to like 9 a.m. instead. That way, I'm able to get queues. Obviously, I'm gonna get people that are really like low rated, but at that point, I'm getting fast queues. So if somebody is end up griefing me, it is what it is. I get back an insta queue. I gain my rating back in an hour instead of me sitting there getting griefed, losing 40 rating, and then I'm sitting in an hour queue just to either get griefed again or just trolled. Obviously, I'm kind of trolling with my kicks, as you can see. It doesn't really matter to an extent. Now you will lose some games because of it, obviously, but um, don't think anything of missing a kick really. Obviously, people might call you bad or whatever, but at the same point, it's a solo shuffle match. Nobody cares. Like it really just doesn't matter in solo. Solo is the one thing that you can play bad at and still enjoy it, and you'll still eventually win. Now, obviously, if you're playing a spec that revolves around you actually having to do something, like a boomy, like obviously boomy's really easy to play, except with solo shuffle you actually have to move your character. Like casting wise, I can see why it's difficult in the melee meta. Because if two melees on you as a caster, you have a certain time period to where you're gonna die, unless you have another teammate, like another caster on your team. So in certain situations, if you're playing bad, you will get absolutely dumpstered. But there's also good things. If you're playing good, then you're gonna get rewarded in some situations. But hopefully you guys do enjoy the good old-fashioned content. Obviously, I want to get my rank 1 title. I plan on playing some threes. I have hopefully they don't end up out-pushing me too much, because I'm playing with this lock and a druid. Obviously, uh, they're already pretty high already, so, but they play, several characters. All I plan on is, I want to go for Glad, but I still want my rank 1. The main goal is rank 1. I don't really care so much for Glad. I want my rank 1. I end up smoke bombing. That's a perfect situation of this guy's forced to go in cat form instead of bear form. And the reason is, if he bear forms in the bomb, no matter what, he's going to die. So, You know, even without a kidney, that's a situation where if let's say he did bear form, he's gonna be perma slow by me and my teammates slow because I have a DK with me, and then he has grip on top of that, so he has to get in cat form, use his speed, shift out of form, and get out of the bomb, and that's what happens when you have 2 extra seconds to kill this guy. Even if the guy had trinket for his in cap, it would have been too late. He may have been close. But on top of this, they're both fist weaving. And fist weaving with a double caster is your first mistake. Never fist weave with 2 casters on your team. You'll end up losing. But good old fash. So here we get all of our bleeds up. Unfortunately, I keep doing it on the same dude that has his racial. Honestly, I didn't even care as much because I already got my additional burst off. It basically counted as dark, even though it's kind of stupid. I should have just done it on the DK regardless. But meh, whatevs. He ends up cycloning my target, very unfortunate. But again, we'll have to see what the nerfs are going to do. I'm probably going to do another video after this. I don't know if I'm going to queue more, or maybe I'll just go queue sub like right now because the queues are pretty quick. We'll see what happens. But you know, if you guys are interested in the shorts, I do make shorts. So if you don't have time to watch the full video, I have plenty of shorts on there. You can check them out. It's just basically faster clips of the better type of clips during the video. So it's like you're not sitting there for an entire 10 minutes to get a few good clips. You're just sitting through a short to get, a good clip, see what's going on, GG, and it's pretty like a short clip video, pretty much all that is. But, rest in peace Assassination Rogue. Hopefully it doesn't nerf it too bad. Maybe it's still viable. I think the bleed damage is still fine, but the Kingsbane is going to be a GG, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, peace.